for the answer? Class, answer from your side. How can we insert in a singly linked list if the node address is given and we need to insert before that given node? Anyone? Okay, so you have today time and you need to search the answer for the same question today, and I'll ask it to you again. As we have discussed the complete structure of single linked list, and you know that each node is having the address of only its next node, so that we can access or we can traverse entire list in a forward manner only. Okay, we cannot go backward from any given node, and that is the limitation of linked list, you can say, because each element is having the address of its next node only. So we cannot search any element, or we cannot traverse in backward direction. Okay, so the limitation is there with single linked list. That's why we are using another linked list in place of single linked list, and that linked list is called doubly linked list. In doubly linked list, each node have an extra address, means each node is having the address of its previous as well as next node, so that we can traverse in both direction, forward direction as well as in backward direction. Okay, so the in doubly linked list we will be storing the address of previous node also. Okay, so in that case, because we are in a single node, we are storing the address of previous node and the next node. Both nodes address we are storing here. So it become a bit complex to implement such type of list, or you can see it is more complex than singly linked list because of its structure, or the element it is having, the address it is having for its previous and next node. Okay, so if we are using two node, if we are using two pointer to represent the address of next and previous node, so the structure for the doubly linked list. Class, it is quite disturbing that you are joining now, and after this, I will not allow one of you. Always try to join. Okay, class. So the structure for the doubly linked list will be differ from the singly linked list. So here is the structure given to you. So when we are going to define the structure for a single node, again we need to use three things here. One is the data value for that particular node. Another one is a pointer for the next node, and another one is a pointer for the previous node. So here you can see three fields are here: data, next, and previous. So once you are using the doubly linked list, you need to give the structure in this way for a particular node. Okay, and here you can see the example also. In this given example, you can see A is having the address of its next node, that is B, and B is having the address of its next node as C. B is also having the address of A, that is the previous of B. So once you are at any given node here, let's suppose you are at B here, so you can move in any direction, the backward direction and forward direction. Okay, fine. So what about the last node and the very first node? because the very first node is A, and because this is the very first node of list, and there is no previous node of this given node of, okay. So A is having null pointer in its previous field, and same with the last node, because last node is the last node of the list and it is not having any next node to it, so its next field will be null. Okay, so the A previous will be null and the D, that is the last node of the list, is null. Plus from the next lecture or upcoming lecture, I will not allow any one of you after the lecture starts or after the 10 minutes of lecture starts. Okay, so if you are having lecture at 9:30, then you will be allowed only till 9:40, because it is very important point, and if you miss this point, then it will be difficult to understand. So I'm allowing you this time, and it is my last warning to you, because it is quite disturbing again and again you are joining. So back to the topic. Here is the definition of doubly linked list. It contains an extra pointer, and which is called the previous pointer. And the definition, the structure of a given node is here on the screen. The example for the doubly linked list is also here. Okay. Okay, class. Let's move forward to the advantage of doubly linked list over a singly linked list. Why we need to use this doubly linked list? As you can see, in singly linked list there are some limitation. We can only move in forward direction, we cannot traverse in backward direction. If we are given any address, we can only perform operation next to that given address, and we cannot perform operation in previous node of that given address, because we cannot access any node given to a particular node, given previous to a particular node. Okay, so to remove or overcome such kind of limitation, we are using doubly linked list. And the one advantage of doubly linked list over singly linked list is that we can move in both direction, forward as well as backward direction, because each node is having address of its previous and next both node. Okay, because we are we will be performing some operation on doubly linked list as well. We performed on singly linked list, that is insertion and deletion. Okay, so the second advantage is here. You can see the delete operation in doubly linked list is more efficient if the pointer to the node to be deleted is given. Yes, very true. And we can quickly insert a new node before a given node. You can also see that in term of the addresses a single node having. The with advantages there are some disadvantages too, and disadvantages we already discussed, that it is a bit complicated to manage two pointers at a time. So it became a complex data structure in that term. If we talk about the management of pointers, or if we talk about the term of space, in term of space if we talk, then you can say it a single node will be having extra space because of this previous pointer. Okay, so it require extra space. It is one disadvantage of doubly linked list. The next disadvantage, you can see all the operation require an extra pointer to maintain, so it become a bit complicated. Okay, so here was the advantages and disadvantages associated with this data structure, and I hope it is clear to all of you. Are you having any doubt, any one of you? Any doubt, class? Okay, so the data structure of doubly linked list is clear to you, and the node structure also, the example we discussed. And here we will be performing some operation similar to singly linked list on doubly linked list too. So here you can see the insertion operation. Similar to singly linked list, we can also perform insertion in doubly linked list at the beginning of a given node, uh, at the beginning of given list, at the end of given list, at specific position in given linked list, and also there is one specific insertion you can perform, that is before a given node. Okay, means the previous node addresses are given here, and if you are given address of any node, then you can easily insert a desired node at that particular position. Okay, so let's start with the first kind of insertion we can perform on doubly linked list.
Ma'am, how implement doubly linked list with a single pointer?
uh, Pardon?
Ma'am, in the disadvantages it was written that it is possible to implement doubly linked list with single pointer. So how we will implement that?
In disadvantage of, it is possible to implement doubly linked list with single pointer. Okay. Who raised the question?
Ma'am, how we will implement it with a single pointer?
I think it is not possible to implement a doubly linked list with a single pointer. It is not possible. So
Okay, ma'am.
it may be written as it is not possible. Okay. It is incorrectly written here. So I made changes, and it is not possible to implement doubly linked list with single pointer. So back to the question, back to the algorithm or the procedure we were discussing about insertion of a node at the beginning in existing list. As we discussed in single linked list, how can we insert? In similar way, we will be inserting a new node in doubly linked list also, but here you need to maintain two pointers at a time if you are inserting a new node in given or existing list. Okay, so first look at the example. Here are four node list is given to you, and if you need to insert a new node, and let's suppose the new node is having the value as e, and if you need to insert this node e in this existing list, how can you insert this node before the given list, or before at the beginning of given list before the given node, that is a. So how will you do that? You can simply create that node with the help of malloc function. You can allocate space to that node. In similar way, you allocated to previous nodes, and once you allocated space, you need to enter its value here. And because you know that you are going to insert this node previous to the head node of existing list, so what you have to do, you just have to make maintain these pointers here, and in that case you need to add the address of the address of head node of already existing list in the next field of this recently inserted node. Okay, so you what you have to do first, you need to insert, or you need to enter the address of head node in the next field of this created node. Okay, so once you added the address of a in its next field, you have to change, or you have to break you have to remove the null pointer from the previous field of a, and you need to store the previous of a as e. Okay, so here we are changing pointers in this way. You need to enter next of e as a, and previous of a as e. And again, because now this node is the very first node of the resultant list, you can say. So this node will be pointing to the head of this list. So we have to change this head pointer from A to E also. And because this node is going to be the very first node of the list, again we need to store its previous as null. Okay, so what are the main steps you are doing here? You are just assigning, let me write it for you. Once you allocated space to that node, let's suppose the name of that node is ptr, and you are using some kind of malloc function here to allocate memory. And once you have allocated memory, what you have to do here, you just have to assign its data value in its next field. And let's suppose you have entered the data value in as the name, as in a variable that is new node. And once you have assigned this value here, you can simply because you know very well that this node is going to be the very first node, because you are inserting or adding the node at the beginning of existing list. So you can easily assign its previous node as null, because you are sure about it, and you can assign ptr previous as null. And here uh, in its next field, you need to enter the address of the very first node of existing list, that is head. And once you have entered the value in its next field, what you need to do now, you just have to maintain the previous head. Okay, and in this case you can write it as head previous, which was null before. You can now assign had previous is equal to ptr. So once you have maintained all these pointers with the help of these statements, now you can easily write that new had is equal to the newly created node, that is ptr. Okay, here you maintain the created node previous field as null, created node next field as the existing list had. And once you have assigned in the next field of ptr as head, you can now change the previous you can change the address of had previous as ptr. And once you have done with all these maintenance of pointers, now you can assign or you can update the value in had pointer as the newly created pointer which you have just inserted. So here you can see we need to maintain two pointers at a time, so it is a bit complicated as compared to singly linked list. And if we were be inserting in singly linked list, so here you need to maintain only one pointer instead of these two extra lines. Okay, so if we talk about the singly linked list, there you have to maintain only single pointer. Either you need to remove that pointer or you need to assign that pointer to another node. But here you have to perform all these operations, removing the link from that particular node where you are inserting or removing, or you need to add some extra links over there. Okay, so here we are changing some pointers, and these pointers are more than the singly linked list, you can say. Okay, so the concept behind how can you insert a new node before a given linked list is here. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. And because we already discussed the concept behind it, now we can move on the algorithm for insertion at the beginning in doubly linked list. And it is quite similar to singly linked list, but the difference between singly linked list insertion and doubly linked list insertion, here you can see in the form of pointer maintenance. Okay, which we already discussed. So here's the algorithm. uh, Let me brief the algorithm to you. Or first you need to allocate memory to that node which you want to insert. So once you are using function malloc, the space of free field for that particular node will be allocated to you. And once the space is allocated, now you can assign its data as the variable you have entered here in the function in the form of int due data. Okay, and once you assign this new data into the newly created node data field, you can forward to the pointers assignment, and here you are assigning ptr next equal to head. The step you have to perform here are not dependent on each other, or the order of these steps doesn't affect the complete process, so you can go with that in any order. First you can assign the previous one, or you can assign the next one. Okay, so the pointers here will not affect each other, so you can assign the next as head, and once you have assigned the ptr next as head, you can assign its previous as null, because it is going to be the very first node of the list. And next you can maintain if the previous head is not equal to null. Okay, what is this? Here you can check for the empty list also. Okay, and I'm writing here if the list is empty. If list is not empty, in that case you need to assign the head previous as ptr, as if the linked list is already empty and you are going to insert very first time, then the newly inserted node will be the only node in that particular doubly linked list. And because you will be having a linked list, doubly linked list of single node after insertion, so in that case you can see the previous of that node and the next of that node will be null. Okay, let me show you that. Just a minute. Let's suppose I'm inserting a node of, I'm inserting very first time in any linked list, you can see, and let's suppose I'm maintaining a doubly linked list here, and before insertion of this particular node the linked list was empty, so it means you are inserting very first time. So once you are inserting very first time, what you have to do, you just have to insert its value in its data field, and because this is the only node uh, of this list, so the previous and next both field of this node will be null. Okay, so I'm assigning the value here as null, and for the previous field you can also assign as null, and this is the only node of this list. So when you are having only one node in any list, whether it is doubly linked list or singly linked list, the next or previous field will be null accordingly. Okay, so the node you have created here is the only node, and it is also the head of given list or resultant list. Okay class, is it clear to you? So this node is going to be the head of this list and the only node in this given list. Any doubt class? So the concept here we were discussing, so if the head of the list is not null, it means list is not empty and you can proceed with this process, that head previous is equal to ptr. Okay, and in the previous field of head you can assign ptr, and the new head will be this inserted node. But if you are having a list as empty list, what you have to do here, you just have to assign the ptr next is equal to head, and once you are performing this process, because head is null, so automatically null will be assigned here. But if you need if you are inserting in an empty list, then in that case it will not automatically goes with null value, so you have to check for this value only. If head is not null, in that case you will be performing this step, and if the list is already empty and you are inserting very first time, in that case you don't have to uh, maintain this pointer as head previous is equal to ptr. Understood class? Okay, so once you need to create the pointer, and you have to once you have created the node, you have to maintain some pointers, and in this way you can maintain the pointers. when you are inserting in doubly linked list at the beginning position. Any doubt us? So we can proceed on the next kind of insertion in doubly linked list. Okay. So similar to singly linked list, you can also insert a new node after a given node or the and. Okay, it is specific kind of insertion. Let me go on first. The insertion at the end. Okay. So how can you insert a node in given doubly linked list at the and position? It will be similar to the insertion at the beginning, but here you need to maintain the last pointer of the list. Okay, class. I want to tell you one very important thing, and you should note that thing, and you need to be clear about this thing. What is that? Because in doubly linked list, at each operation you need to maintain multiple pointers. Okay, so it will be difficult for us if we are doing insertion at the end in similar way we did in singly linked list. So what you have to do here in doubly linked list, in doubly linked list we will be using two pointers. And what are they pointers? The one pointer we have already used in list as head of the list, and one more pointer you have to maintain always, and that is the last of the given list. Because once you are having the very first node address and the very last node address, it will be easy to you to maintain the number of pointers, or it will become a bit easy to maintain once you are using two pointers, head as well as last. Okay, so if we follow the same procedure we followed in insertion at and in singly linked list, then once you are inserting a node at the end of existing list, you need to search that last node. Okay, and to perform searching in case of doubly linked list, it is quite difficult because there are many pointers here, the next one and the previous one. So you need to check all these pointers when you are inserting. Okay, so what we are doing here in doubly linked list, to make it easier, we are using an extra pointer as the last of the list. And by maintaining this last as the last node or the and node of the list, you can easily insert, or you can easily remove, or you can perform any kind of operation in a simple way. Okay, so you can make it easy by just storing or maintaining extra pointer, that is last pointer. So here when you are implementing this doubly linked list, what you have to do at each step, you have to maintain this last pointer also. Okay, so let's back to the example we were looking. So A, B, C, D are four node in existing list, and you need to insert a new node. And let's suppose the value of this node is E. The value written is here is incorrect. So the value is E, and you need to insert this node after the already stored node, that is D. Because in this doubly linked list you are maintaining two pointer, head as well as next. So what you have to do, when you are having the address of next node, you can easily insert after that given node. Okay, so we are at this node D, and what you have to do to insert E here, you just have to make the next field of this new inserted node as null, because you are sure about that it will be the next node, it will be the last node of the list after insertion. So once you have created this node, you have assigned its data value, you can also assign its next value as null. And what you need to do next, you need to assign its previous is equal to the last node of the list. So here we are having these pointers. So what you can do here, you can assign the ptr uh, next equal to null, and after doing this null assignment, you can go for its previous value, and the previous of this node will be equal to the last. And once you have maintained this last pointer, it will be easy to maintain or to assign the value by using this single statement only. But if you haven't used this last, first you need to search the node which is having its next as null, and once you have searched that particular node, you need to store its value and you need to maintain its pointer as well. Okay, so there will be more step rather than this single step. Okay, so PTR next is assigned as null, PTR previous is assigned as last, and here you can assign the last next, which was before null, you can assign it as PTR. And once you have done all these things, you need to change the last as PTR, which is inserted. Okay, so you have to perform only these four steps instead of all these searching and assigning some pointers. Okay, class, is it clear to you? And because you are maintaining this last, so similar to maintaining head, you need to maintain this last also when you are performing any operation, whether it is insertion or deletion. Okay, so accordingly the last will change. When we are inserting at the front, then the value of head will change, but when we are inserting at the end position, the value of this last change, or the head pointer remains same. But when you are inserting at the beginning, the head will change and the last pointer will remain same. Okay, fine. Is there any doubt? Here is the complete procedure or algorithm for insertion at the and in given doubly linked list. Okay, so let's check for the algorithm once. What you need to do, you need to create a new node. Once you create it, you need to enter its data field. Then, because you are sure this node will be the last after insertion in given list, so you need to assign its next as null. And once you assign its next as null, you can go for the previous pointer. And for that, you need to check whether you are inserting but at very fast time. Again, the same cases here as we discussed before, because if you are inserting in the empty list, then this node will be the last and the first of the list. Okay, so this will be the only node after insertion in the list, and this will be the head as well as last of the given list. So you have to check when you are inserting very first time. Okay, so in this case, when you are performing any kind of insertion, either it is at the beginning, it is at the end, or it is at the specific position, what you need to do, you have to check whether you are inserting very first time. Okay, so here you need to check if head is equal null, and if it is true, it means you are assigning or you are inserting very first time in the given list. So what you have to do here, we have used new node in place of PTR, and you need to assign its previous as null. Okay, and the new node, this new node will be the head of this list also. Okay, is it clear, class? And similar with the last node, if the last next is not equal to null, it means you are not in empty list. Then in that case, you need to perform the same procedure here. Okay, so the procedure will be differ only when you are inserting very first time in the case of insertion. Here is the insertion at specific position, and it is very simple to insert a given node at any given position. What you have to do here, you just need to create a new node as you have created here in the form of E. And once you created the node, what you have to do, you just have to maintain its pointer. If you are inserting this node between two given node, that is B and C, okay, because here we are at any given node, and once you are having the address of this B, you can easily access the address of A and address of C, because you can move in both direction. So it is very easy. The traversing is very simple in case of doubly linked list in both direction. Okay, so if you are inserting a new node E between B and C, what you have to do, you just have to maintain the pointers, and while maintaining the pointer you need to be careful, because B is having the address of C. So once you are removing the link between B and C, first you need to create a link between B and E. Okay, so because B next is holding the address of C, and what you have to do, you need to make the next of E as address of C. So first you need to assign the next of B as next of E, or once you have performed that assignment, you can break the link from B to C. Okay, and again the previous value of C should be maintained first, because the address of B is in the previous field of C, so you need to maintain the previous of C first. Okay, so first you need to enter or assign the pointer of this newly created node. You have to be careful about it. Once you are inserting a new node at the between of any two nodes, then in that case you need to assign the new pointers first, and then you can go for old pointers. Okay, so once you have assigned the new pointers in the newly created node, you can remove the previously created pointers. Okay, so the procedure should be maintained in this way only. And but if you will miss some steps while maintaining this new pointer, then the address for any node may be lost. Okay, class. So I hope the algorithm and the procedure for these three kind of insertion is clear to all of you. How we can insert in a doubly linked list at beginning, at end, or at specific position, and you can also implement these procedure in your way. Here's the algorithm for insertion at the specific position, and here what you need to do, you don't have to check whether you are inserting first time or not, because already there are two nodes given to you and you are inserting at that specific position. Okay, so you don't have to check whether you are inserting first time or not. And what you need to do in this case,